Hello everybody, today I'll be playing a game called Don't Eat the Girl. It's a visual novel on itch.io. It is about, to my understanding, you being a zombie trying to find your way back to a horde, and you run into an awfully chatty girl. I found this game on accident. I was trying to find a different game, but I like zombies, and the art style, the art in this game that I've seen looks really nice, so I wanted to play it, so let's get started. I'm lost, obviously. I'm exhausted, but at the same time, I feel like I could walk forever. Must be because I'm dead. Well, undead to be exact. It's the same thing, isn't it? Maybe not. Probably not, actually. When you're undead, it's better not to be alone. Alone, you are sure to be quickly just dead. Alone, you are expendable. Cannon fodder for B-movies. I already like this. The art style is so pretty. The strength comes from the swarm, the multitude, the multiplication, the contamination. We kill you, and then you join our ranks. Fewer and fewer of the living, more and more of the undead. It's an exponential curve. Until the living are all undead, and then the undead all become dead? You see, just like humanity, we zombies carry the seed of our extinction in our nature. Indeed, brains are a finite resource. The zombie is awfully... he kind of like Socrates, he pondering. Well, to be honest, I don't know exactly what will happen when the last human will be eaten. You know, I've thought about that before too. Perhaps we will continue to wander, without purpose, without thought, without sense. Isn't that worse? So, are all zombies like this in this game? They can all think and stuff like this? Anyway, I have to find the rest of us, the horde, and I'm starving to death. I mean, well, you know what I mean. No, I don't know what you mean. What does that mean? You're a zombie, you can't starve to death. I see a shack over there. Let's hope there's a brain or two to get my teeth into. Okay, we make choices in this game, so... I wonder, I don't really think there's a way that you can save in this game. I'm sure there are probably multiple endings. So if I want to choose one, I think I'd have to play through the whole game again. Let's get closer. I want to see what happens. Like, even this right here, this is so pretty. This is such a, like, pretty drawing. As I am only a few steps away from the shack, the door opens suddenly, and a tall bearded man appears, armed with a gun. He looks dirty, very angry, and absolutely, albeit temporarily, alive. Can zombies hold guns in this game? Flee or jump on him. So we have like a brains meter and a soul meter. I'm not sure what those exactly mean. I'm assuming brains is just like our hunger. And our brains is very low. I'm gonna jump on him. I'm hungry. Okay, our soul went down. I rushed to him at lightning speed. Well, that's what I'm trying to do. But either this individual is superhuman in speed, or I'm the only one who's really very slow. Anyway, the result is the same, I thought, when I received the impact of a gunshot in the abdomen. He shoots several times. You're supposed to aim for the head, man. That's Zombie 101. The impacts make me stumble until I finally fall. A shame. After a while, he seems to have depleted his cartridges. I wait a few more minutes to be sure, and then I get up again. He screams. You're not dead? He looks properly terrified. Well, technically, yes, I am, rightly so. Only one of us can die here, and he has a beard. Okay, so we can talk? Zombies can talk in this world? Only one of us can die here, and he has a beard. Oh, okay. Her. My glorious line turns into guttural gurgling. Sometimes it can be disappointing to be a zombie. The man screams again and rushes inside the house. So this is us, I'm assuming. I'm confused. I shrug and follow him inside. I could use a meal. So our soul goes down when, or it went down when I tried to attack him. So I'm assuming maybe the lower that goes, the less like conscious we get or something. That might lead to a bad ending. When I enter the shelter, I'm surprised to see another person inside. A young girl stands in front of me. She looks much less terrified than most people who see me. Oh, you're one of those zombies. You're going to eat me, aren't you? That's a very casual way to react. It sounds accurate. I am a zombie, and I am indeed perpetually hungry. Your sense of observation is deadly. I don't know at this point if I'm going to eat you. I feel like the first one's pretty sarcastic. The second one's pretty honest. I don't know if I should eat them. I kind of want to see what happens if I avoid eating everybody. The title is Don't Eat the Girl. Okay, her. She doesn't move and starts talking again. You know, you better eat the other guy in the house. He deserves it. Why? He's very mean. This time I refrain from answering. She seems to hesitate. He's an asshole. She finally says, thus revealing her uncertainty as to the level of language of my growls. She looks at me intensely, opens her mouth to talk again. The so-said asshole appears from the shadows and pushes her towards me with all his might. You can eat this one, you freak. Slams into me at full strength as the guy starts to run away. The title is Don't Eat the Girl. What happens if I eat the girl? I'm gonna eat the girl. Okay. I'm changing my motives here. I'm gonna eat her. So, you ate the girl. I'm sorry to bring this up, but this is a game over situation. No judgment here, but as the story is called Don't Eat the Girl, well, you know, yeah, that's what I was thinking. Okay, I think that's one of the fastest game overs I've ever gotten. I just wanted to see if something would happen. Let's do over. Credits. Okay, let's try that again. Let's see if we get a different ending. Okay, so I'm assuming maybe in order to get a good ending, we have to not give in to our zombie nature, our zombie instincts. So this time I'm not gonna eat the girl. I have no intention to eat the poor thing. I jump on him instead. I miss, of course, but stretching an arm I manage to grab his ankle. He falls flat on the ground, pushes me back with his other foot, and withdraws to the back of the shed. This is a mistake. He has no escape. The rest is delicious, literally. But I'm not going to dwell on the taste of an anonymous asshole, so let's move on. Okay, so our brains went up. I think our soul went down a little bit. It looks like it went up and then went back down again. A few minutes later, I'm finishing my meal when I hear a voice in my back. Wow, that is disgusting. What, don't you ever eat? Sorry for that. I am a zombie. Well, I guess we all have to eat. Yeah, exactly. But we don't eat people. You just told me to eat him. You literally just told me to eat him. I did you a favor. People. I would be pleased to hear a precise definition of the term. At least I don't. I do eat animals, though. Animals are just as alive as people, I guess. Yeah, exactly. Cut me some slack. People are animals, I'm not sure. People literally are animals, yes. The zombie is speaking facts right now. From a Gustavive point of view, anyway. No significant difference, believe me, I know. Are you implying that there is no difference? Wait, it has to be debatable. Well, I don't really have any other arguments to prove that it's disgusting, but it is. Eating people is disgusting. To you, I'm a zombie. This approach seems relatively unconvincing to me. Anyway, she should go, considering the bearded zombie who will soon get up. I mean, I suppose I can imagine that some people might find it disgusting to eat animals. Yes, it makes sense. I wish I could tell her, hey girl, zombie incoming, time to move. Hergl. I know the difference. I don't eat animals alive. Why is she telling me that the difference between us is that she's a scavenger? And we cook them. It just gets better and better. Scavenger and torturer. Fun fact, they say cooking food is what helps the human brain evolve. Yummy. Because of something like the energy cost of digesting raw food. Is this true, chat? Well, considering the state of this planet, it didn't do you much good. Maybe you should cook your food harder the next time. True. Anyway, I'm done here. Good luck with the other undead. I'm heading for the door. What? Oh, you're leaving? Yes, and you should leave too, now. Wait, can I come with you? What? Okay, thank you. Whatever. You can think of it as a very convenient way to bring your lunch with you, I suppose. We walk through the desolate landscape, swept by the fierce winds of this once fertile land that is now ravaged. I have to find the horde. Otherwise it's the end for me. Sooner or not that much later. You know it as well as I do. Life is merciless. Therefore, everything that is alive tends to be merciless, especially towards undead beings. Sometimes she shows signs of fatigue or impatience. I have trouble distinguishing between them. Sometimes we stop so that she can rest. I find myself stopping too. Immobility doesn't make much of a difference to me. But then she starts walking again, full of life, which is quite disturbing because I'm getting hungry. Sometimes she talks to me. Sometimes I listen. She has this wonderful ability to make questions and answers, which gives her monologues the appearance of conversation. Here she goes. You probably were alive once. Well, I don't remember. No, I wasn't. Maybe you don't remember. It wasn't me. It was someone else, a living one. Someone I don't remember. But if you don't remember, it's hard to say if it was already the person you are now. Precisely my point. It's a shame. Nevertheless, I don't think we are defined by our memories. The living ones also lose their memory sometimes. Do they stop being themselves at that moment? Maybe it's not that bad, actually. I think that if we forgot more often, it would be easier. We would be happier. Yes, sorrow is the child of memory. Without memory, every day would be precious, every step like the first, unique and wonderful. Forgotten would be those who disappointed, deceived, humiliated you. No more resentment or regret. No more resentment or regret, just the clear evidence of the moment. The wind. A tree. Your eyes, the light. She keeps quiet for a few moments, and I stop thinking. And then I take a bullet. The impact throws me away over a good distance, a long rifle shot, I think. Why are these people so bad at aiming for the head? I remain motionless. This damn weapon could, well, tear me off apart permanently. I believe finding the horde will be way less easy then. I admit, however, that I don't know for sure. You can get used to so many things. I'll probably get used to it. Is the girl still there? It's hard to say. I can't hear her anymore. I hope she's taking cover. I hear footsteps. A biped. And a quadruped. A dog most likely. Then a voice. A woman. So, what the hell are you doing? Come on, come on. Why did you shoot us? Are you stupid or what? It was the zombie I shot. It was going to eat you. Did it bite you? No. So get your ass over here. Let's get out of here. There's a silence. Is she hesitating? I'm hungry. In fact, if I don't eat quickly, I'll fall back into lethargy, and I'm going to wake up again, and I don't know how long and how far from the rest of the horde. The conversation resumed. They're fighting. No, I'm sure he wasn't going to eat me. We've been walking together for days. Days? Days, really? I didn't see the time pass. You're a crazy kid. It's a fucking zombie. The only reason it hasn't eaten you yet is because it's too dumb and you're pretty damn lucky. She's got a point. Come on, stop fooling around and bring it on. The dog is growling next to my skull. No, I'm staying with him. What? She definitely is crazy. I've been playing dead for a while. I mean, I don't actually play. Can't believe the living are still getting fooled by this trick. Current brains 1. If I want to stay awake, I have to eat. Oh no. I was thinking, eat the dog. Eat the woman, eat the girl. What happens if I eat the girl again? I don't really want to eat the woman. I don't think she's like... She's just trying to save the girl. I feel bad to eat the dog. Do you think that'll make my soul go down if I eat the dog? I'm gonna eat the dog. Sorry, dog. Yeah, my soul went down. I throw myself at the animal. Oh my god, no, 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 no. I'm sorry. I think she's extremely upset that I'm eating her dog alive. I'm kind of sorry. If the beast could stop squealing, it would be less heartbreaking. To be honest, her distress would not affect me as much if there was not the threat of the rifle. Let go of my dog, you son of a bitch. I can hear the rifle being armed. Of course I do. I'm preparing for impact. And then... nothing. Did she miss? Oh, they're fighting again. The girl grabbed the gun by the barrel and tried to pull it out of her hands. But the other one is stronger. This is going to end badly, one way or another. I feel like if I don't attack the woman, then she might shoot the girl. I feel like I'm supposed to protect the girl. But it might make my soul go down. I feel like I can't lose much more soul. I'll attack her. Yeah, I made it go down. I throw myself at the woman. She's defending herself, but I'm somehow unstoppable. I vaguely hear screams in the background. When I look up, the girl is gone. I guess she got scared. Current soul, -1. Suddenly, I don't suppose anything anymore. I feel something leaving me. Discernment? Soul? Did I have a soul? My questioning stops. Forever. That's what I guessed. Okay. I kind of figured that was gonna happen, but I just want to see. So I was correct. Your soul is your soul. If you keep doing zombie things, then you lose that, and you lose the like thinking that the zombie has. Okay, we're gonna try this again. I'm just going to assume that if I eat the woman, I'll probably end up getting the same ending I just got as if I ate the dog. And I'm gonna assume if I eat the girl, then I just lose outright. So I'm gonna do nothing this time and see what happens. So my brains are critically low, but my soul went up. I remain dead still. I fall into a soft state of lethargy. Slowly my consciousness fades and finally vanishes completely. Okay, that was also a game over. That's really interesting. I wonder what I could do differently to change that. Okay, so I'm back at the beginning. I chose Get Closer originally. That had been what I'd been choosing. But I'll try to go for Observe this time to see if I can get a different outcome. Better safe than sorry. I stay at a safe distance and patiently wait for a sign of activity. We undead have a remarkable capacity for idleness. After a few minutes, or hours, or maybe days, I can't tell, the door opens and a living girl comes out of the shelter. She's followed by a tall, bearded man with a gun. The bearded man makes some angry gestures while shouting. He ends his speech by slapping the girl in the face violently. Then he leaves her there, enters the shelter, and slams the door. See, he deserved to get eaten, bro. He is an asshole. The girl falls down, sitting in the dusty ground. I approach without really realizing it. She still hasn't noticed me. I'm caught up in the incongruous desire to tell her something. Hello, don't cry. I'll go with hello. Hergl. My glorious line turns into guttural gurgling. Sometimes it can be disappointing to be a zombie. Nevertheless, she turns her head and looks at me, her eyes reddened by tears. Oh, you're one of those zombies. You're going to eat me, aren't you? It sounds accurate. I am a zombie, and I am indeed perpetually hungry. She kinda reminds me of that girl from The Walking Dead a little bit. Lizzie? Was it Lizzie? The one that, like, would talk to the zombies and stuff like that. Hopefully she's not as crazy as she was, though. Your sense of observation is deadly. I don't know. I said I don't know if at this point, if I'm going to eat you last time. But I feel like if I plan on eating her, it's just gonna give me a bad ending, so I'll probably just go with that. I'll try this one out and see what happens. She doesn't move and starts talking again. You know, you better eat the other guy in the house. He deserves it. Okay, sure. He's very mean. This time I refrain from answering. She seems to hesitate. He's an asshole. She finally says, thus revealing her uncertainty as to the level of language of my growls. She looks at me intensely, opens her mouth to talk again, but the door of the shack then opens with a crash. The so-said asshole appears, first raised, ready to admonish the girl again, and then he sees me. None of us are talking, we're all just standing there in awkward silence. The man disappears inside the shack. We exchange a look with the girl. Well, she just looks at me because I don't really have a look anymore. The man reappears with a shotgun. The girl looks frightened. I try to smile to comfort her. She looks even more frightened. Okay, no smiling. He shoots at me several times. Usually I don't like to judge people, but for this moment he really is an asshole. The impact makes me stumble and then finally fall. A shame. After a while he seems to have depleted his cartridges. I wait a few more moments to be sure, and then I get up again. He screams. You're not dead? He looks properly terrified. Well technically yes I am, rightly so. Hergl. The girl laughs. Why is she laughing? Did she understand me? The guy grabs her by one arm. She struggles, but he hits her and throws her at me with all his might. You can eat this one, you freak. Slams into me at full strength as the guy starts to run away. I'm not gonna eat her. I have no intention to eat the poor thing. I jump on him instead. I miss, of course, but stretching an arm I manage to grab his ankle. He falls flat on the ground, pushes me back with his other foot, and withdraws to the back of the shed. This is a mistake. He has no escape. The rest is delicious, literally, but I'm not going to dwell on the taste of an anonymous asshole, so let's move on. Okay, so it's the same as before. The outcome is the same whether I observe or attack right away. A few minutes later, I'm finishing my meal when I hear a voice in my back. Wow, that is disgusting. Heh, I'm sorry for that. Well, I guess we all have to eat, but we don't eat people. Yeah, I feel like this is the same dialogue that we got last time with the other choices. I'm not sure about that. I'm not sure. All I can say is that from Augusta V point of view anyway, no significant difference. Believe me, I know. Yeah, it's the same dialogue. Okay, so everything just got us back here again. I know what happens if I eat the dog. I know what happens if I do nothing. I assume if I eat the girl, it's just gonna give me an ending, because it says not to. So I'm gonna try eating the woman. Which sucks, because she seems like a cool character, but I need brains. I throw myself at the woman. She's defending herself, but I'm somehow unstoppable. I vaguely hear her screams in the background. When I look up, the girl is gone. I guess she got scared. And our soul is gone again. Suddenly I don't suppose anything anymore. I feel something leaving me. Discernment? Soul? Did I have a soul? My questioning stops forever. Okay, so that's an ending again. So let's go back and see if I can do anything differently. Okay, this time I'm going to get closer again and choose the flee option to see if that gives me a different storyline. So I'm gonna flee. My soul goes way up. I try to turn around and whistle with a relaxed attitude, but this humorless man starts shooting at me. The impacts make me stumble until I finally fall. A shame. After a while, he seems to have depleted his cartridges. I waited a few more minutes to be sure, and then I get up again. He screams. "You're not dead?" He looks properly terrified. It seems like it's just taking me back into the storyline. My glorious line turns into a guttural gurgle. I'm confused. I shrug and follow him inside. It's giving me the same lines again? Well, technically yes, I am, rightly so. Girl laughs. Why is she laughing? Did she understand me? He throws her at me. You can eat this one. Don't eat the girl. Okay, so my soul is all the way up now. I have no intention to eat her. I literally do not get a choice to not eat the man. I always end up eating the man, which makes my soul go down. Okay, we're back here again. My soul is much higher, but my brains are still low. So if I do nothing, then I'll probably lose my consciousness again. So I'm gonna try eating the dog again and see what happens. Oh my god, no, 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 no. I think she's extremely upset that I'm eating her dog alive. I'm kind of sorry, but if the beast could stop squealing, it would be less heartbreaking. To be honest, her distress would not affect me as much if there was not the threat of the rifle. The soul went down a little bit. Let go of my dog, you son of a bitch. I can hear the rifle being armed. Of course I do. I'm preparing for impact. And then nothing. Did she miss? Oh, they're fighting again. The girl grabbed the gun by the barrel and tried to pull it out of her hands, but the other one is stronger. This is going to end badly one way or another. I'll wait this time. My soul went up. The girl finally gets pushed away and I get shot at close range. This is very, very unfortunate. I'm scattered in pieces. And then nothing. I don't know what I expected, but I have to say nothing is a little disappointing. Now I'm not sure of anything anymore. Did I do the right thing? I hope so. I hope so. Time is passing. And one day, I'm very surprised to see her face. She picks up my head, or what's left of it, and puts it in her bag. Then we start walking again. And she starts talking again. So I was wondering, what? Why is it that you didn't kill me? Oh. I don't know, I forgot. I wanted to try cooked food. Maybe because I love you. I'm gonna go with I don't know, I forgot. Girl. She smiles. Yeah, that's what I thought. She talks to me a lot. To me or to herself, frankly, what difference does it make? And I answer her, or to myself. From time to time she feeds me. A cat, a rat, a hand. She is like freaking Lizzie, bro, from The Walking Dead. I noticed that having my head in her bag gives her a kind of reputation with other living people. Yeah, I would say so. As we travel, her legend grows. She becomes, among the survivors, the one who speaks to the dead. That's a pretty sick name. A link between them and us, a quest, a hope. For me, she's just the one who speaks, a friend. I liked that. I liked that ending. I feel bad to eat the dog, but I feel like that's probably one of the best outcomes that we could get. Okay, so the last choice that I can really make here is to eat the girl. I just want to try everything to see what happens, so I'll try that real quick. So you ate the girl. I'm sorry to bring this up, but this is a game over situation. No judgment here, but as the story is called Don't Eat the Girl, well, you know. Yeah, so that's the same ending I got the last time that I ate her, which is what I figured. Okay, so that looks like it's gonna be it for Don't Eat the Girl. That was a fairly short game, which I kind of expected. It was made in 2019, and I think it might have been made for a game jam. I'm not sure, I'd have to look again, but it hasn't really been messed with at all since then. I honestly would love for this to be a full-length game. The art was beautiful. I loved the character design. The woman with the dog was very interesting. I would have loved to like get to know more about her. Or even like the zombie, where the zombie came from, who did they used to be, like what happened to them, you know? Some more choices and endings would be nice as well. Just like I really enjoyed this game. I think this was a hidden gem. I'm really glad that I found this game on accident. And I'm not just glazing it because I like zombie media, okay? I really liked this. And again, the art was just like beautiful. Just an awesome game. I really liked it. But thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know your thoughts on this game in the comments. Do you guys like this as much as I did? And I will see you guys next time. Bye bye.